Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to review a set that it was very disliked when it came out, but now people have come around to like it a little bit more, and that is the 2016 Clone Turbo Tank. This is set number 75151. It includes 903 pieces, and retailed for $110, so a little bit pricey, but it comes with 2 battle droids, a 41st Elite Corpse Trooper, Commander Gree, Luminara Unduli, and Quinlan Voss, so pretty cool minifigs, 2 of whom are exclusive. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Our first minifigure is this battle droid, and there's nothing special about him. He is just the regular B1 battle droid, so regular tan body, comes with a blaster. Still a really neat minifig. I love getting these. They're always fun to get, but it's just, a regular battle droid, so nothing really exciting there. Our next minifigure is this 41st Elite Corpse Trooper, or in short, a Scout Trooper. So, a really, really cool minifigure. I really like him. You can see here, he has great printing. Of course, it's supposed to look like, a camo, so, he's supposed to blend into the jungle. So, great minifig. I love the mold for the head. I always love that. Of course, it comes with the blaster. No arm printing. Some back printing, which is actually very accurate. If you look at the back of the Scout Troopers, they do have that, so very accurate. And like I said before, I love the head mold. It looks really good. And of course, under the helmet, you're just gonna find a regular Angry Clone Haze. So nothing special there. He is not exclusive to the set, but still a really cool minifigure to be. Our next minifig is this Phase 2 Commander Gree. So this wasn't actually the first time we got him. We did get him in 2014. And technically, they are different minifigs, but I'm not going to be picky. So, really, really, really cool minifig. Just like the Scout Trooper, he has incredible printing. You can see there, he has tons of it. And I also love his helmet. He looks incredible. Of course, he comes with a blaster. And no arm printing. A little bit of back printing. It's pretty cool. And of course, comes with a blaster. And he, of course, has a regular clone face, so nothing special there, but really, really cool minifigure. I love him. He looks great, and I'm really happy I got him in the set. Our first exclusive minifig is Luminara Unduli, and this is technically not the first time we've seen her. We have seen her in a Clone Wars set back in 2012, I believe, or 11, actually. So this is not the first time we've seen her, but this is the most recent update, and she looks incredible. So, just like all the other minifigs, she has great printing on the torso, and of course it comes with the green lightsaber, also leg printing, which is great. It's kind of like a cool leg printing. It's like only a little bit, so I really like that. No arm printing, but you don't really need it. And she does come with a cape, and it's one of the soft ones, which I love. And then underneath you will find a little bit of printing. See, not much though. But you don't really need it because, it's going to be covered up by the cape. And she does come with a second face. And if I can get this off without her head, there you can see it's a really angry face compared to the kind of happier face that we have here. So, pretty cool minifig. And I really like it. So, yeah, a really, really cool minifig. Quinlan Voss. And just like Luminara Unduli, this is not the first time we've seen her. We also saw him back in 2011. But this is the most recent update, just like the last Luminara. And just like every other minifig, he has great printing. I love it. He also kind of has a similar thing on his legs, where it's only kind of like robes, so I really like that. Comes with the green lightsaber, just like Luminara. Really cool hair mold. I really like it. I think it's actually from the Hobbit. Some of the minifigs in the Hobbit have it. No arm printing, but he is sleeveless, so unless he had a tattoo, I don't really see a reason to put it. A little bit of back printing, if I can get you to see it. Alright, I'm going to take the hair off so you can actually see it, but there you go. So, a little bit of back printing, just kind of like the back of the robes, so nothing special. And he does have an angry face, which looks really, really cool. I love it. And yeah, great minifig. And I'm really happy with the minifigs that we got, and this is another great minifig. Alright, so here we have it. This is the Turbo Tank. And before we get started, I do want to say I am missing 4 or 5 pieces in the right color. They do not change the set, but they do just make it look a little different. So that's either because I don't have it or because I'm colorblind. So maybe like brown pieces or something will be in the wrong color. So just don't complain about that. Like just so you know. But enough about that. So let's get started. So I'm gonna start up in the front here, and in the front you have this really nice cockpit. You can pull this up. You can pull these doors down, and they actually this entire thing's come down. And I'll show you what's in the back there in a minute. But I'll start in the front here. So here you have your kind of cockpit, I guess you could say, or driver's seats, and you have 2 seats, so you can stick your clone trooper here and your other clone trooper here. And they're just sitting there really nicely. It's no studs. They just use kind of the thing that goes between their feet, so that's really nice. One of them does have a control panel, and the other has a steering wheel, which looks a little off in Star Wars, but I mean, you're probably going to have it closed anyways, so not too bad. You can just close this right up, push this down, and it's all nice. So really nice. I do really like that. It's nice and spacious. Then moving to the middle here. Alright, so here we have one of the main flaws of the set, and that is these spring-loaded shooters. So if I come to pick up the set, I will either come and pick it up by the handle, which is great handle. I love handing handles on sets. They make them so much easier to carry. Or what I will sometimes do is I will come and I will just pick it up right here. But you know, you have the spring-loaded shooters right here, so those are just gonna fly off, all 4 of them. And I have lost 2 or 3 like that, so really annoying. That's probably the biggest flaw of the set. But moving from flaws, at the top here you have a little turret that can spin around 360, really nice. And you have a little scout thing that can just be pulled up here, or it has a feature inside, which is what you're meant to do, but this is just easier. So opening this up, you have you could see the cockpit in the front here, and then the main section here is a little section for your ATRT. This is where you can store your ATRT. So you do get a Minifigs scale ATRT, which is always really nice to get. It's so much better than those, you know, than basically any other ATRT we've gotten, because, you know, they're completely inaccurate. So it's always nice to get things that are Minifigs scale accurate. So really nice ATRT. Does have a stud shooter, which is a bit of a problem, but not too bad. You can just stick a clone trooper in here, and you know, you can go scouting. So in here, the main problem I think is that there is no actual place to stick your clone troopers. I kind of wish they had done that, which, like, basically instead of putting the ATRT in here, you could put a platform. And actually, it's a very easy modification. All you need is like a 6x8. I think it's a 6x8. And if you want a couple chairs, that's what I have done. And then you can just stick your clone troopers in here. So I've already done this. This is basically what I do. This is where I put some of my clones. And it just sits right in there, if I can get it. It's a little hard to do it, but eventually they will all fit there. So you can see they just sit in there. You can fit about, I don't know, 6 clones in there, so that's really nice. But that's obviously only if you have the pieces and if you have the clones and, you know, if you want to. So you don't have to do this, but that is a little modification that you could do. And that's basically everything in here. You just, you know, you could stick the ATRT in, or you can modify it and stick clones in there. And a feature, which is like, it's much easier to do it from the top, but this yellow thing, if you spin it, it will make the little scout turret go up, which is really nice, but it's kind of hard to do it, and you have to open this to do it. So I just think it's easier to just push it up and down, which is what I do. And you have a little extra spring-loaded shooter here, which is always nice to have. You have 1 on each side, so that means you have 2 extra spring-loaded shooters in the set. Moving on, we have this little compartment here, which is really nice. These can't actually, like, there's nothing here. But you can open this up, and you can bring out a crate, and inside you will find a thermal detonator and 2 extra stud shooters. So great addition. And what you could do is you could actually stick the lightsabers or guns in here, so just like more storage, which is always nice to get. I love, because otherwise, you know, you don't really have anywhere to put the lightsabers or the blasters or things like that. So always nice to get a little more storage. Then the last thing, or kind of one of the last things is this little kind of back area, the back gunner seats. And at the top, you have these two stud shooters. And of course, you just push down and they will fire. And it can turn 360. That's really nice. But if you pick this up, you pick that up and you push this down, these can't actually go anywhere. They're just stuck in place. You will find a little coffee mug and a little seat. And in here, you can stick one of your minifigs. Unfortunately, you don't get enough minifigs or enough clones to fill up the whole turbo tank. That is a huge complaint that I have about basically all clone turbo tanks. Although they may be great models like the 2010 version, they just don't have enough clone troopers. So you could stick any one of the other minifigs. Probably not the battle droids though, but you can stick them in here. And there is a little clip for anything you want. It's kind of hard to get to, but it's back there, so you could just clip them in. Let's see, yeah, so you can kind of see it. It's over there. So nice, more storage, always great. And you can just close this up, and they will sit right in there. I took them out accidentally, but you would normally sit in here and gun the turret. So really nice design. I did like how they put these windows here. It just makes it look like you're supposed to see through them. And I guess the last feature is how it moves. So unlike many vehicles in Star Wars, you have wheels, and you have 10 wheels. You have 2, 4, 5, and on the other side 2 over 5. That means 10 wheels. You learn something new every day. And they just roll really nicely. They have a lot of traction, so one wheel won't just stop rolling. I mean, it would still drive, but it's nice when they all move. And probably the best feature here for how it moves is if you turn it to one side, it will really turn. So you could move it to either sides. You have these little spring things, and they can move. So love those. You can really turn the thing. It's great. You have great. This is a great function. I love it. And yeah, I think that's every play feature on this set. So all in all, I think this is not a terrible set. I mean, it is considerably smaller than both the 2005 and the 2010 models. Unfortunately, I do not have either of those yet to compare, but I really hope I do get them one day. 2010 version is incredible set. But I definitely think if you're either building a Kashyyyk mock or you just want to add to your prequel collection, I think this is a great set. I mean, it's the cheapest one. It's definitely the cheapest turbo tank I found at Bricklink. So, and probably even on eBay. I didn't actually look, but great set. It is a little small, to be honest. I mean, I kind of wish they made it as big as the 2010 version from the Clone Wars era, or the 2005 version from episode 3, which is where this is from. So definitely a little small. Maybe could have added a couple minifigs, but all in all, pretty cool set. So I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.